Hello. Hi there. Hello. Hey y'all. Hi Mummy. Hey Nix. How you guys doing today? We're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. It is reset day every Tuesday on Final Fantasy XIV. The timers in which limit how much gear you can get per week reset, and we get to go ahead and build up our tombstones and do all kinds of stuff on reset. So let's go ahead and exit G pose. It's a little thing that lets you go in there to take photos. I thought it'd be a fun way to start the stream with a good look at my character. I'm gonna put on my gear, and I think let's start up by I suppose an expert roulette would be a good way to start. I'm just checking my tombstones. This is a currency that you get for running those dungeons. Making sure that I won't overcap. We seem to be good to go. I'm going to continue gearing my ninja for now, but I will eventually start gearing up my paladin some more. As my paladin is essentially my new main, I really want my paladin to be a class in which I play a ton. I still need a little bit more experience with it though before I'm comfortable taking it into super in-game content, so for now we'll gear the ninja. It's the farthest along. I went ahead and bought some gear pieces during the patch, so might as well. We seem to also have quite a few spots that are unmelded, so we'll see about going to get some materia and melding that. So we'll go ahead and let me get my retainers out on ventures though. If anybody has any questions about the game or anything, you're more than welcome to ask. I know quite a bit about the game, so I can probably answer them. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the stream. Oh yeah, we can do glamours a lot easier now on retainers. I'm curious about maybe doing that. What would we have available to even give her? How would that look? Please put pants on. That looks quite nice. We're gonna go ahead and glamour that onto her. She's been in need of a little bit of a makeover. Accidentally dismissed her. What about headpiece? Whoops. Yeah, it's cute. Those boots should be changed. Yeah, looking good. So glad they made this change. It was so much more troublesome to glamour your retainers before. Ayamu's looking pretty good, so we don't really need to update her glamour. And what I'm doing right now, for anyone who is not familiar with 14, is I'm just putting items that I have in my inventory up on the market board for anyone that might need them. Market board prices are not too good these days for most items, so we probably won't make a whole lot, but might as well go ahead and put them up, otherwise they just go to waste. And we might have some people join the stream as it goes on. I put myself in the live stream channel for the Discord and let people in Altervita know that they're welcome to join me. So we'll see if we get somebody else in here at some point. As for now, it is just me and you, chat. Some of these items, if they're low enough, I just click to insta-sell them. You know, if I click this right here, it'll just give me a flat NPC value. Yo, Meadow, good to see you. Good to see you. Tell me about your day. How are you doing? I'd love to hear if you would talk with me. It's really good to see you. Using the Layla emote as I see. I wonder what she's been up to. I miss when these materials would sell really well. Can't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My sleep has been back and forth. I don't have such a hard time getting on a good schedule anymore, as I can typically get to sleep if I, like, focus on, like, having a day that's conducive for it, like, not taking in too much caffeine, making sure that my meals are at a reasonable time, that I got up early that day, and then, like, taking some melatonin gummies or something. I can typically get to sleep, but I keep wrecking my sleep schedule because I stay up too late on, like, weekends and stuff, trying to, like, have fun, to, like, de-stress from work throughout the week. Day was okay? Okay. That's good to hear. I would hope that it would be good. Hopefully the next day will be good, but I'm glad it was okay. Okay is better than bad. Are you familiar with the Final Fantasy franchise at all, Meadow? I really want to start, like, going through the games more on stream. But for now, we just have 14 on the channel. Overthrowing stuff? Okay. Overthinking? Yeah, I was a little confused about overthrowing, but I figured that probably meant that you, like, were overdoing it on certain things. Okay. Yeah, autocorrect do be like that. Thankfully, I'm on PC 90% of the time, so I don't usually even have autocorrect. Who did this? Who put this up for 4 gil? Why did you do this? Wait a minute. Oh, this is probably a new player that sells for 4 gil on the item and was like, let me do this. You know Final Fantasy a bit, never played the games. Oh, okay. How are you familiar with it? Have you, like, watched stuff on it or something? I'm curious. And which games are you familiar with? Probably 7, if I had to guess. That's typically the one that people are familiar with. Or maybe you played the mobile games. I quite like the mobile games, personally. They don't get enough appreciation. Exciting leather. What a name for an item. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm comparing prices with the market board, and I'm putting it 1 gil lower than what's already there. This is a very normal practice. Some people don't like this. Some people get agitated with this. It's kind of just been accepted as the norm, though. I go to the market board. and I just put it 1 gil lower so that mine will be at the top of the list whenever someone goes to look at the item, and it will technically speaking be the cheapest. This way, we don't end up undercutting each other by drastically large amounts and tanking the market value of items. It just slowly teeters to one direction of going 1 gil lower as people are updating it. This rewards people who are actively checking their items, as well as it's best for the consumer and the overall economy of the game. And as people start buying up items, you know, it will push us back several increments of 1 gil at a time. Which people play the online version. The gains from WhatsApp. Test one play. We did get FF Remake for free last year, but never played it. Oh, okay. FF7 Remake is awesome. It's especially awesome if you have played the previous ones, but obviously it's not necessary. It was made so that newcomers and fans of it alike could get into it. I'm a really big fan of Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Final Fantasy VII anthology as a whole. 7 is some of the best that Final Fantasy has put out, but I really like everything that Final Fantasy has put out. Even stuff like FF15, where I have a complicated relationship with FF15, and there's certainly some things about 15 that rub me really the wrong way. I still love 15 at the bottom of my heart, so... Alright. So we're going to take a rationing manual, which is going to extend our food's countdown, and then we're going to eat a food so that we have good stats throughout the dungeon. Our stats would be good whether we ate food or not, but eating the food just gives us a little bit of an edge to be a little bit better. And that will speed up the run and make it better for everyone involved. You know, I wish there was a Final Fantasy show. That would be great. I think I remember hearing that there were some animations out there. The only thing that comes to mind is Advent Children, Spirits Within, and what is it called? Final Fantasy VII Last Order. But, like, I'd love... Oh, and Kingsglaive. But I would love, like, a show like Arcane. Yeah, a Final Fantasy show would be amazing. I don't know what series would be best to revisit for that. So, like, each of the numbers are their own world. The only exception to this is that Final Fantasy XII somewhat shares a world with Tactics. It's up for debate whether or not they're two, like, parallel versions of the same world or not. But seemingly they seem to just be at drastically different points in history for that world. But they could really take their pick of any existing Final Fantasy world if they want, or make something entirely new. I'd be down with either or. I tend to lean on the side of wanting new things over returning to stuff. But there's certainly old Final Fantasies that most likely would never get revisited with any type of sequel that would be interesting to see them touch on with a show. It also tends to come up as a topic of debate for something like that, though. The original creations for Final Fantasy VII, especially with the old-time director of Hironobu Sakaguchi, they were really strongly in belief that sequels are bad. Well, not necessarily bad. Sequels are something they weren't interested in, as they felt that it was best to give 100% of their all in every game that they put out and leave nothing on the table. And I really respect that, but I really like returning to things for sequels. I feel that they're a really interesting thing to do 90% of the time, as long as the source material is understood and respected. Make it into a Sword Art way. You might need to elaborate on that, because I don't really know how that would work, doing it like Sword Art. That'd be... Oh, I could hit. I don't know how that would go, necessarily. Make a series of 7. Maybe. Maybe. I think you have to go, please cheer up. Oh, I feel great, Mummy. But thank you. You have a good time out there, Mummy. But yeah, I could see a show in the universe of FF7. Not sure how they would do it with the existing cast, though. I think they'd have to do an entirely new cast. Probably be best to do, like, other members of the group of Avalanche, which is, like, the rebel organization that does stuff. Seven's really the first time in the franchise that they were really open to doing multiple projects. That's why we have the Final Fantasy VII Anthology, where, you know, we got Advent Children and stuff like that, rather than it just being one game. So 7's certainly a good candidate. There, technically speaking, is a Final Fantasy XIV show, and I believe it's called, I think it's called Dad of Light. It's not what you would think, you know, it's not a show that's in FF14. It's just about a man reconnecting with their son, playing the game. I think it's in Japanese. You might have like English subtitles or like an English voiceover for it, but it is about a Japanese father and son, to my understanding. Could be like players be stuck in the game. The only way to get out of the world from certain dangerous quests, but still keep fun grinding the game. I could see that being enjoyable. I personally would not really enjoy that. I don't really want to think of the world of Final Fantasy XIV as a game. I would rather kind of lean into it as, like, you know, from the narrative perspective of someone who lives in the world, where the world is, like, real. But I can totally see how that'd be enjoyable, especially since Isekai is so popular. I personally don't really care for Isekai 90% of the time. Though I did watch Cautious Hero recently, and oh my god, I loved it. Cautious Hero was so fun. I really don't much care for Isekai, but I really liked that one. I'm not exactly sure what it was about Cautious Hero that I liked so much. I think one part of it is definitely just that I like the main character. He can be a bit much sometimes. I don't like him 100% of the time, but I really like the portrayal of a hero that is, like, super methodical about everything that they do and very thorough and whatnot. I really enjoy that. And the world was interesting for that isekai. I really liked that one. Would you have any recommendations of isekais you've enjoyed personally? I think I've tried Shield Hero. It's alright. I might come back to it at some point in time. Blue 3 Lock. Switch over to Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, I don't know if I'll ever watch Breaking Bad. I'm quite familiar with a lot of stuff that happens in it. Maybe if somebody I know wants to watch through it sometime. Bye-bye, Mummy. Have a good day. Yeah, maybe if somebody I know wants to watch Breaking Bad someday, I might check it out and go all the way through it, but I pretty much know what happens in Breaking Bad. Blue 3 I've never actually heard of. What is it about? I really like this boss. It's very simple, but it's fun to DPS on this one. Like, there's not a lot that can really, like, catch you up on this one. Blue Lock. Yeah, I still haven't heard of it. I'm not really in the know for a lot of shows, to be entirely honest. A lot of stuff just kind of slips through the radar for me. Overlord. I want to give Overlord another chance. I initially got into Overlord because I was really interested in the character of Albedo. But I ended up being really disappointed with Albedo. I feel that it's kind of an underutilized character. But I'd like to come back to Overlord at some point in time, give it another shot. Ainz is interesting. And I do like that Ainz is not your traditional character in terms of appearance and, you know, just overall premise. So that is certainly a drawing point. And then some of the artworks that they make for Overlord are absolutely breathtaking. Like, some of the cover arts that they have are just phenomenal. Oh, shit. I got hit by a bad one there. But yeah, some of them are absolutely astonishingly beautiful. Whoops, I should have rolled neat on that. Oh well. Soccer anime energy. It takes high schools, try to with them, see the facility, train them. The games to learn money and evolve and see who's in the world. Interesting. That sounds far more interesting than every other sports anime I have seen. I really like that it has them like being put in a facility and like there's more going on to it than just, you know, kids competing in like sports tournaments and stuff like that. Like, I know that, like, you know, Haikyuu and stuff like that are held in really high regard. I personally just am not particularly interested in stuff like Haikyuu. It just does not particularly appeal to me. There's also some things in Haikyuu that make me a little bit uncomfortable. There's a lot of stuff that, like, I wonder if it's a translation issue, or I'm just reading into the melodrama of it too much, but a lot of times in sports animes like Haikyuu, the characters will say things about, like, how devastated they are at, like, losing, or, like, just how much they're putting into this sport that I'm like, that seems like an unhealthy obsession. Yeah, soccer matches, Tifu the best. Yeah, that sounds pretty decent, honestly. Yeah, I did like, I guess it's not really sports anime. I have been enjoying Skate Infinity. Well, this is FF14, not 15. I've been playing 14 since I was about 15. I'm 23 years old now. So I played, yeah, back in like 2015. Yeah, ever since Rum Reborn was newly entering its Heavensward expansion, and I've been playing it pretty much regularly ever since. Sometimes far more than others, but pretty consistently. It's very, very, very near and dear to my heart. Nah, it's cool, homie. Don't worry. I knew the whole time that you were saying 15 that you were talking about 14, because, like, obviously 15 is, you know, not an MMO, so, like, what you were talking about would match for 14, not 15. I just didn't think it was necessary to correct you. So no worries. Whoop. Oh, I have to move now. Thankfully, as Ninja, I am very mobile. Tried to get F14 apparently on console, you have to buy it. Well, I play on console. Like, I play on PlayStation 4 currently. You can also play it on PS5. Everyone has to buy it. It is a paid-for game. However, you know, the meme of, like, with the free trial, such and such and all that, you can download the free trial at no cost whatsoever. You do not have to pay for the free trial. And then you can play the free trial for all the way up through the first expansion and to that expansion's level cap. So you really get to do a lot of the game without ever having to pay anything at all. But you will eventually hit a point in which you will need to pay for it. This will also probably come as a shock for you. But the game is not free to play. This is a subscription-based game, like World of Warcraft is. We get updates very regularly for the game. It's why the game has had so much longevity. Every 3 months, we get huge patches, which add tons of content and more incentives to play the game. But in order for us to, you know, sustainably get that much content that often, it's a subscription-based game. So I pay $12 a month to play this game. I don't play every month, though, so it balances out quite easily. There really isn't that much that makes it inconvenient for me to just not sub for a month when I'm not looking to play. So about every 2 to 3 months, I just renew my subscription for about $12, and then I play for that month, and then I take a break from the game. Whenever an expansion comes out, expansions are typically about $40, so I'll spend $40 on the expansion. But other than that, yeah, I'm just paying a small subscription fee to play the game. But yeah, it is definitely not free to play. Personally, I really like it this way. It's impossible to, you know, provide... Oh, I love these pictures they've made. These are lovely. Wow, nice. It's impossible to offer such, you know, frequent, incredible content on a regular basis the way that 14 does without charging a subscription fee. The only thing that's come close to this level of quality is, like... Well, the only thing that's come close to this level of quality while remaining free to play, I mean, is like Genshin, and I'm not personally satisfied with the quality level of content coming from Genshin, but I would say that it's probably the only thing that comes close to doing it while remaining free to play. And there are certainly things in Genshin which pressure people into not playing it for free, whereas you do not have anything pressuring you to spend extra money in this game, unless you know, see pretty item on Mog Station that you want to go and buy. But there's tons of pretty items that are just in-game regularly, and you really aren't being pressured. Genshin is so time-consuming. Genshin also, you know, with the way that primos are, with like how hard it is to get primos and whatnot, you know, you really feel that you are, you know, hurting yourself by not frequently keeping up with it, doing every event that comes out, doing your dailies and whatnot. Whereas here, it's really not that big a deal if you miss dailies or weeklies or, you know, take a break from the game. This is an interesting headpiece for Ninja. I was not expecting armor like this? I will need to glamour my, scroll past it. Yeah, I think I have this one on, I think. Do I have this one on? I think it's this one. And then I need there we go. Burnout's really heavy. Yeah, you still play. My relationship with Genshin is tumultuous, to say the least. I do not play on a daily basis anymore. I do let events go by that I just do not play, especially if an event seems tedious or does not particularly interest me. I do not feel bad to not play it. I've not gone through the main scenario for Sumeru. I have not gone through it for the desert section of Sumeru. I've not even finished the entirety of post-launch Inazuma. MiHoYo just continues to disappoint me with their support for Genshin. I continue to love the characters that come out. I love seeing them. I love many parts of the story for Genshin and the world. I just can't give it all of my time, and I can't particularly say that I have affectionate feelings for it overall. I feel that Genshin leaves a lot on the table in terms of untapped potential, and then the final nail in the coffin on like whether or not I like truly I love the White Mage's portrait. That's awesome. The final nail in the coffin on like whether or not I wanted to like give it my all and my time was really whenever they came out and said that they have no plans of like going hard on like in-game and their view on like in-game content and whatnot. Not having in-game for Genshin is unacceptable for me personally, and I could maybe stomach it if they were actually treating players right with like proper anniversary events and, you know, just the other things that mobile games do for their players, giving out free summons and stuff like that, actually treating players right. But I don't feel that Genshin really deserves the love people give it with how the developers treat their player base. That is one thing that I really love about 14, is that it is abundantly obvious from all of the live letters they do on a regular basis, talking with the developers, the full transparency that the developers give about the development process of the game, the fan festival events, everything about it. It's really clear that the devs for 14 really love and care about the player base and the game itself, and I don't get that from many other games and companies, so it's something truly special to see here. And I know that's something that has impressed a lot of people coming over to the game as well, like the World of Warcraft refugees. You know, coming from a game where, historically speaking, Blizzard has really let down its player base time and time again, and the seats keep shifting, and it never really quite seems that they shift into a place that's good for the players. It's been really good for a lot of people coming from those games to come here where the devs actually, like, really care about you. It do be like that. There are some really good games on the market that, you know, are free to play, that I truly feel the devs care. I personally really like Final Fantasy War of the Visions. That's another mobile game. They make mistakes, They certainly do certain things in the name of profit that perhaps are not best for their players from time to time, but I do feel that underlying beneath some of their mistakes, they really do actually care, and they put a lot of love and quality into the game. Where that starts to get muddy is certain people have different desires for the games. You know, a lot of people focus really hard on like PvP for the game, and some people are completely disinterested in PvP like myself, and so, oh no. Okay, I messed that up bad. It gets a little bit muddy for things like that in more divisions, but other than that, quite a good game. Whoops. Oh, it worked out. Gotta get my Ninky up. There we go. Need to refresh this. That Suiton will not last long enough. So, if you play Genshin, are you looking forward to, I believe his name is Al-Haytham? Al-Haytham? I personally really liked his reveal video. I'm really drawn to characters that are like hungry for like knowledge and learning and all that kind of stuff. I personally really respect a yearning for, you know, the furthering of oneself mentally speaking. I'm also really interested in, they touched on in that video that the exploration of like the origin of language is forbidden in Sumeru, and I can't imagine why something like that would be the case, and I'm very intrigued to find out why that would be taboo. You gonna summon for him? Okay, cool. I'm probably not gonna summon. I really love catching and her gameplay, so I would definitely enjoy Al-Haytham. My more troublesome approach is, one, Yelan's on her way back. I really want Yelan. And two, with Dendro being the way it is, I can't really see much of an advantage to having a main DPS driver as a Dendro character. Like, I would kind of just prefer to have Dendro as a exclusively support slot in my team. So, I don't know what I'll do about Ahitham. I quite like him, but I just don't know that he's right for my account. We'll see what the data says once people start reviewing him and, like, breaking down his potential. I'm someone that, because I play free-to-play, I'm very picky about the characters that I'm actually willing to pull on. So, that's why it's, you know, one of those things that I debated a bit more than, do I like the character? If so, pull. Like, I definitely have regretted that before, like when I let Yai Miko go. Though I will say, now that I have Yai Miko, it is quite what I thought it would be, which is that, like, initially I passed up on Yai Miko because she just wasn't very good, and it wasn't really worth pulling for her. I still kind of feel that that's the case. She's a lot better now that Dendro's here. Like, she's certainly a comparable character. Do I feel that she makes my account better, though? Not at all. Not even remotely. 90% of the time, you know, I'm actually making myself kind of objectively worse by putting her on the team. But I really love Yai Miko, so I think it's kind of worth it. Yeah, that's just how it works as a free-to-play. You gotta skip. It's rough out here, but it's what you gotta do. I'm shocked that, like, after all this time, tell me if I'm wrong. Most people don't really, like, think about the game this way, but, like, isn't Hu Tao still considered, like, the best in terms of raw DPS single target damage dealer? Like, isn't that insane? That, like, we are this far into the game and Hu Tao is still the strongest single target DPS? Like, it's stuff like that that keeps me from pulling on characters, because it's like, I mean, if you're not gonna, like, do the job better than what I already have, why would I pull for you? I mean, yes and no, because, like, yeah, she's a comparable character. She can deal damage, but, like, when put up against comparable teams, like, I'm pretty sure Yai Miko teams usually lose out to other team options. I'd have to look at the data compared in, like, a broad kind of, like, spreadsheet, but it seems like she loses out, like, pretty much 100% of the time. I don't know for sure, though. It certainly feels that way. I've gotten some really good rolls for her artifacts, too. And, like, I am putting her into good teams that she is recommended for. I don't know. She doesn't seem to have that oomph that I'm looking for. Still enjoy her, though. Like, I do not regret pulling for her. Also, like, Yelan, incredible character. Looking forward to having her. Love her design. Love her personality. She's fantastic in terms of gameplay and whatnot. Am I the only one that finds it a little clunky to, like, run around with the part of Yelan's kit where she does, like, the sprinting? Like, it feels a little weird. Like, is that just me? Or does it feel a little weird for you as well? Like, for me personally, it seems a little unintuitive. Not quite as bad as, like, a character like Kujo-Sara, whom I also have fully built. Kujo-Sara feels really awkward to play the way she's designed to be played. I'd really love if they would retouch some of the characters they've made in the past. I know quite a few people will probably be against that, since inevitably you will have people that prefer the way they are now. But, like, there's definitely some characters that could maybe use a rework. Do a lot of damage. Very crazy HP build and got pure raw power. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Is, like, I have... So I saved up a bunch, and I was just saving and saving for something that was worth me pulling on, and then a Hu Tao rerun came around, and then Staff of Homa was up. I got Hu Tao, and I had Primos left over, and I was like, you know what? I don't have really any 5-star weapons. I need a reliable DPS that can get the job done, like, almost all the time, so I got her a Homa, and, yeah, I do all that. I get her on low HP, I do crazy damage. I mean, she's nutty. She's really good. It's kind of hard to compete with Hu Tao. Like, the only time that I don't want to bring Hu Tao is, you know, enemies that are resistant to fire, and chambers which, you know, passively drain your HP. I love that mechanic where you get spun up in that string, or not string, that silk, and have to, like, turn to make sure you don't hit the spikes. What a great mechanic. Oh, my Suiton will probably run out during this. Probably my Huton probably will too. I'm gonna get hit by this. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty chunky amount of damage. Calm the healer. I like her portrait. Hey, we got a player comm. Oh yeah, that's right. I should hide the chat. I make a habit of doing that because I never know what's gonna come up in the player chat. People are very well behaved on 14, but like I know a lot of people on the game, so I just want to make sure that like nobody messages me and like doxes me on accident. Let's see. I'm just gonna put this as the blocker for my chat. Let me get it to correct size. That's good. I wouldn't laugh. I wouldn't find it funny at all. It wouldn't be funny for me. Thank you, thank you. It is indeed a handsome picture. How are we doing on tomes? I should go spin those. Let's do some leveling. We'll do some Dark Nut. We'll head to Razadhan to go spin these. Right. Not exactly sure what still needs to be bought. I guess just gear for my paladin probably is what we'll just start buying on the lesser tomes. Oh, got in the queue. Alright, let's see. What did we get? Man, this dungeon comes up a lot. Weird. I love Gimlet. I don't mind getting Gimlet Dark, but I'm surprised at how often this dungeon comes up. Does it not? Maybe it doesn't have trust yet? That might be why. I don't know if it... I think it does have trust,
Forward,
but
forward.
maybe it doesn't. Trusts, if you are not aware, are a system in the game where you can go into dungeons with a party of NPCs. It's my preferred way of doing new content when it comes out, because you get to hear dialogue from the characters, like they comment on the dungeons and whatnot, and canonically speaking, it seems to mostly be canonical that you would go in those dungeons with them, so I really like doing them with Trust personally. Whoops, should have done my single target there. Oh well. Hopefully he breaks my Blackest Knight. He did! Good boy. I'm gonna wait until I get my blood weapon. Actually, I'm not gonna wait to get my blood weapon, that would be a waste. He's not gonna... He didn't even break my TB. What a loser. It's a lot of abilities. It's actually not a lot, especially since the dungeon that I'm in is scaling me down to level 70. So I'm not even using my full kit. There we go. We have definitely had more abilities in the past. So it's actually not that bad. It just, I know it looks intimidating. Stormblood was an interesting era. It's crazy how far we've come. At this point in time in the story, I was like, oh man, we gotta stop the Garleans. It's all about the Garlean threat. And I was like, yeah, the Ascians are a thing. Like, you know, the Ascians were more important than the Garleans and all that. But I was like, that'll be a much later issue. I never dreamed of the direction that things would go. Crazy how far we've come. I like that they brought this enemy, the Scorpion, back from Final Fantasy VII. Blood weapon's almost ready, and then we'll hit our delirium window. Oh, we will not hit our delirium window. We will do that when he is back. Oh, the Scorpion definitely can be in 7. Especially because in the original, the dialogue was a little bit confusing. We were still having translation issues for the game back then. So you kind of got wrong directions on what you needed to do, and it confused a lot of people. Come on, you can break my TB. Do it. Do it. I don't think he did it. Oh, they just missed my TB window. Damn it.
You underestimate me.
Whoops, wrong button.
Out of my way!
Yep, you're right. I do got it. Don't worry. We will get through this. I've done this dungeon many, many times. I think I'll save my delirium for the next mob. There we go. Hey, they popped my delirium. Or not delirium, my Blackest Night. I'm not even gonna move out of this. Can they pop it again, though? They did! Heck yeah! So what I'm doing is I'm putting a shield on myself that if they do enough damage to it, they'll break the shield, and I will get a free cast of one of my damage abilities that cost an equivalent amount of mana to use as the shield did. So it's essentially I'm trying to get a free damage cast along with a shield. Yeah, I've played it a lot. This was from... This would have been about 20... I don't know, 2017, 18 maybe when this dungeon came out. So, I've had a lot of chances to do this one. It can be, yep. Man, it's always Heian that finishes this thing off. It's never you, Geary.
Let us be about it!
I'm gonna keep farming blood off of him while he's alive. He's dead. Definitely, yeah. Here'd be what my Dark Knight looks like. Yep. Where's my... Oh, are they ready? Yeah. Yeah, I got the drip. You get this from one of the PvP seasons they did. Looks real cool. Reminds me of Berserk. Oh no, one of us died. Unfortunate. They'll get rezzed. I did that wrong. Oh well. Let's go. Whoops. Oh well. I forget that that has a knockback on it, yeah. There we go. It's actually a pretty short fight in comparison to some of them, but yeah, there's a lot of scenes where you can't really hit the enemies, so it ends up where it feels a lot longer because you're not like pushing DPS at all. They also have a specialty attack if you fail, but no one ever gets to see that because you would have to try pretty hard to actually lose that fight. Alright, let me queue us for... what's next? Leveling. In fact, didn't they... I think they added a feature that I'm forgetting about. Limited leveling. Yes. Yeah, it is cool. Fun times. That guy looks pretty cool. I like his shoulders. Look at that guy. That was one of the previous raid tiers. Or yeah, I think it, technically speaking, would be the current raid tier, but like it's like last patch. Oh, Helminster, okay. Helminster can be a little rough. Cool dungeon though. I have a little bit of a hard time on Helminster as a tank, so this is definitely not my preferred. Oh boy. Oh boy. That hurts. That hurts. I definitely won't have to worry about whether they break my shield here or not, they will consistently break it. Okay, bye-bye, Meadow. Thank you for chatting with me. I enjoyed you. Oh my god! Well. Right. Go ahead and Living Dead. Oops, wrong button. I'm glad that I Living Dead. This poor thing's a sprout. Whoops, I did not blood weapon. They can still do positionals that way. Whoops. She's not going to crack that shield. You know what? I'm just going to do damage in here. I don't think I have Missionary yet. Do I? Do I have Dark Missionary yet? I think I do. Did they remove Dark Missionary? No, they didn't. Did they? They might have. I don't think they did, though. I don't... Oh, there it is. It's at the bottom left. Okay. Is this... Yeah, this is the hard one. This is the hard pull here. This pull's rough. In fact, I don't even think I want a big pull this one. get to fight the goat. Come on, goat. Probably not living dead. Yeah. Hey, timing worked out. Could use some mantra. Oh, whoops. Just get out of the cummies. There you go. Hey. The sound effect for breaking your TV and getting a free cast is just so satisfying. I do not enjoy this pull. This pull is annoying. The way this pull works is just annoying. These guys crack the shield? They did. Nice. Oops, wrong cast. Probably shouldn't even cast that at all there. I'm gonna put a rampart up. We're doing a little bit more damage than I'd like. I'll let him crack the shield, and then I'll put up my shadow ball. There we go. Never really get to take in the beauty that is Holminster. It is a very pretty area whenever you, you know, account for the fact that it's not looking so good at the moment. Oh shit, that's cutscene. Did not mean to pull the boss while we were in cutscene. I really love the mechanic of, like, getting party members out of their fetters. Always fun to do that. Not so fun to get chained up, though. Kind of ruins your rotation. Fun for everyone else, though. Oh, that wasn't a part of that. Sorry, team. Ooh, poor lad. Should have been doing my DPS a little bit more during that, but I was kind of deep in thought over our loss of the healer. I should have TB'd one of them. I need to start thinking about that. Uh-oh. Oh, we're fine. It's dead. They can have all that. That was fun. That was one of my better runs of Home and Steer. I enjoyed that. I got sick of Home and Steer for a long time there because I had to run in a bunch with trusts. Because I level my trusts. I know most people don't even bother doing that, but I wanted to get them to cap level, and I did, and it was very fun. Well, not particularly. It was kind of fun. I'm a completionist, so that's just how it be. We'll do. Should we even bother with normal? I don't typically bother with these. I don't think I'm going to. Let's do some desynthesizing real quick. Well, let's go ahead and give him Q. And, oh, alright. Oh no, my portrait didn't work.
Prove to me life's resolve. No true abundance.
Is this the same voice actress that does Yastrola?
The heartbeat of the land.
It kind of sounds like her.
Nourish soil.
I really love her design. It's really nice.
Let life flower and flourish.
Whoops, wasted a thingy there.
Mine is the breath of the earth.
I don't really get a chance to look around too much during these. I love the part of the environments that she summons in.
Bow down like the willow. Beyond adversity lies strength.
Okay, yellow flowers first. Oh, I was actually slow on that.
Good children, be strong for what awaits.
What's that look like? Oh, it's pretty cool. What piece do I want to get today? Pants.
By my authority, let the land be remade.
I wish I had an AoE version of Dream Within a Dream, because it feels kind of awkward using that single target move during mob fights. I would not like having a whole nother button though, so I'll take it. Four phones during that. I guess I was just getting hit by AoEs that I wasn't really seeing. Big boy. Didn't even do his full mechanics.
Forgive me, but I couldn't stay away.
It seems my sister shall be joining us.
What are we waiting on? But
Tis only fitting.
okay.
The sands of time are mine to command.
Oh no. I can get my Maestri out. Or not Maestri, Suiton.
I shall measure your worth. Surrender to my power.
Huh, I got untargeted somehow. Oh no, I wasted. Oh no, I didn't. It's fine. I did, however, mismanage my Pluton. This is ice. Looks like it. Yep, it was ice. He died during this mechanic, I wonder.
Long have I awaited this.
Seems hardly necessary to use an LB there, but oh well.
Upon the most exalted of battlefields, you shall
I got excited thinking those were ninja pants. Oh, these are great. Goodness gracious. Lots of stuff going on here.
summon your courage and press on.
It's gonna be a fast pull. Seeming like it.
I,
Yep.
the Fury, shall test your strength of spirit.
Uh-oh. We be DCing.
May I drink deep of raging blizzards.
That's okay, we will take that. We were lucky just not to die in this mechanic.
victory or defeat. Victory must be seized with one's own hands.
Damn it. My party going here, okay. Whoops, I did that way too soon.
In ice unyielding, now rest. Mine is the Eden.
That's great. Love that whole segment.
Ah, would that our clash could continue forever.
That's gonna hit me. Maybe not.
There is no retreat, only victory or defeat. Yes! Lose yourself in the joy of battle!
Just gonna throw knives at her in this part. It's difficult to chase her down.
All piercing spear drink deep of raging blizzards. For glory, you must be prepared to render your all.
Whoops. This is perfect.
Well fought. Your next test awaits.
Love this segment. Really reminds me of KH3. I think some people complained about the Frozen World in KH3, but I personally really liked it. They look cool. I like that. I'm not sure about the cowboy look. That one's a little odd. Really? What? Okay. Completely different mechanic than I was thinking it was.
Is it too much for Mortis, I wonder? I think I'm already in the right spot. Yeah. I think I needed to shade shift there. Please don't kill me. Hey, we saved it. I really wish that was a cutscene, personally speaking.
Uh-oh. There we go.
You're always in my heart. Here's the moon. There it is. Alright, here's hoping we get the pants. Come on, pants. No pants. Alright. That's cool. You're not the pants we're looking for. I will give it to the white mage. I got a lot of bones, they kept me alive. May I have the minion? No, I cannot. Okay. We will need to run that again at some point. However, though, I think I will draw the stream to an early close. Yes. Yes, I think I shall. Alright, it has been lovely. I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.